Hey. My brother's not home right now. He had to go run a few errands. But if you want to come in, you can. We've got muffins in the oven, and we've got some cookies as well, both chocolate chip. If you like, well, of course you like cookies, duh, who doesn't like cookies? Anyway, yeah, you can come in. It's cold out there, isn't it? Good thing you bundled up. Yeah, I have no plans on going out today. I'm going to stay home where it's nice and toasty and warm. Where I've got my fireplace and my Netflix and my cookies. Yeah, you can just sit wherever you like. You can sit on the couch, you can sit on the chair. Oh, and you can turn it on whatever you want. I was just finishing up an episode of a show that I wanted to catch up on. What show? Um, Okay, promise me you're not going to make fun of me for this. I was catching up on some Bridgerton. Why would you make fun of me? Well, because it's not a lot of people's cup of tea, you know. I mean, sure, a lot of people like Regency dramas, or they like what do they call them, period dramas. But sometimes the romance can be a little overdone for some people, which I get. I get not a lot of people like a whole lot of romance in the shows that they watch. But I'm quite partial to it, not gonna lie. Especially when the characters are really, really, really attractive. And, it's yeah, but like, come on. I mean, look at this guy, for example. He is beautiful. Like, he's a beautiful, beautiful guy. Yeah, yeah. You could say I have a little bit of a celebrity crush on him. Anyways, I'll let you settle in, and I'm going to tend to the cookies, which will be ready right about. Oh, right on time. Okay, you settle in. I'll be right back. Alright, cookies are out of the oven and they are ready. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at those cookies. Do you notice anything about them? Oh, yeah, they're really gooey. Of course I had to make them really gooey. Of course I had to make them so that way the chocolate would just melt in your mouth. That's the best way to have cookies, in my opinion. Yeah, I made them heart shaped. I know. I'm in a bit of a I'm in a bit of a romance mood right now. You know? Especially after watching a romantic show. Anyway, I should probably stop talking about that. You're probably sick of me talking about it, aren't you? I tend to get excited when talking about the things that I love, and then sometimes I remember not everybody loves the same things I do, and then yeah, but hey, at least you're not telling me to be quiet outright. Some people do that, and it does hurt my feelings a bit. Here are the cookies. Oh, careful, they might still be a little hot. I wanted to make sure they were still warm when I gave them to you, but I didn't want them to be so hot that you scorched yourself. My brother would not be very pleased if I scorched your tongue and you had to go to the hospital or you lost half your taste buds. Yeah, when my dad makes hot chocolate, sometimes it's really hot, like extremely hot. So I had to wait for it to cool. Well, obviously people like to drink hot chocolate hot, but you know. Well, yeah, exactly. So it stays hot longer. But sometimes when you take that first little sip, it can be pretty hot. Actually, the hottest hot chocolate that I've had was from a coffee place from around here. It was it was very rich as well. So my dad said, "Hey, do you want to put some creamer, like coffee creamer, in it, and see if it tames the richness of it?" And that works. So here's a tip: if you ever are, I was gonna say eating hot chocolate. If you're ever drinking hot chocolate and it's just way too hot or way too rich, put some coffee creamer in it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit to tame that richness. Yeah, tip for life. Yeah, mind if I sit with you? Oh, you're right. I could go for some hot chocolate right now, but how about we eat these cookies and then maybe after I'll make some hot chocolate? Would that be okay? Yeah, I was doing some chores just before you got here. Yeah, I was doing some chores just before you got here, and now my legs are tired. Okay, like you can imagine how tired my legs are right now. And not to mention, I washed my hair, which takes a while because look at this. It's very thick. Like, my hair is very thick. And I want to make sure I get the shampoo and conditioner in every strand. Every possible strand needs tending to. And that usually takes what? Anywhere from half an hour? Yeah, usually about half an hour. Because I like to let the shampoo and conditioner set. I like to let it cook. I like to let it cook. Oh, I hope it's not cooking my hair. Well, thanks. Honestly, it's not my first time making cookies. I've made cookies before. I made cookies for my sister's bake sale program at school. And apparently they were a big hit. They were a big hit. And all the money went to our local animal shelter, animal rescue. Now, whenever someone needs me to bake cookies or bake muffins or any of that, I'm the first one they call. Oh, you've had them before, have you? Oh, of course, my brother. Yeah, my brother is my biggest supporter, and I understand why he's your best friend. Why you guys are always hanging out together. He's a good guy. I said that if I were to ever meet somebody, I'd want to meet somebody who's like my brother. Not in a weird way. Not in a weird way, but someone who's, you know, kind, supportive, gentle, good with kids, good with animals. Yeah, I'm an animal person, so if you ever decide to date me, you will have to deal with me asking, "Hey, can we get a cat? Can we get a dog? Can we get a ferret?" Yeah, I've seen ferret videos. Oh, do you know that little otter? What's her name? Lola? It's on TikTok. She's so cute. I want an otter. I want an otter so bad. Or hear me out, a fox. Now, I know you're not legally allowed to have a fox, but come on. They're so cute. They're so adorable. I mean, yeah, I kind of understand why they're not exactly legal to have as pets unless you own a sanctuary or you have a permit or whatever, but yeah, because they can be really loud. They can be super loud. Did you know that when females get together with male foxes, it actually sounds like a woman screaming? Yeah, I remember reading that and I remember thinking, okay, well that's a good reason why they're not exactly legal to keep as pets because oh goodness sakes, if a neighbor heard that and they thought something was wrong, and then I'd have to explain, no, it's just my fox and her mate. Yeah, probably not the best idea, but if it was legal, I would have a fox for a pet. I would have a wolf for a pet. I would have an otter for a pet. I would have a bunny. Well, you can have bunnies technically. But yeah, that's what kind of pet would you have? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway, how are you enjoying your cookie? I baked them especially for you because they're sweet and you're sweet and I've like whoa, whoa, calm down. Whoa. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud and then I stumbled and said something I probably should not say right now. Like I've had a crush on you since forever and I love how you and my brother have always gotten along and I'm not helping myself. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I may as well say it since I've spilled the beans already. I like you. Okay, I like you a lot, and for a good reason. You're smart. You're incredibly smart. You're also funny, and you also have a very big heart that always has room for more. And I love that you're sitting here with me, keeping me company, even though you could have went home while waiting for my brother to finish running errands. Oh, yeah, there's just a lot I like about you. And I've known you since we were little kids and we went to that skate park, that skate park that we always hang out at in the spring, the summer. Yeah, I that's one of the reasons I love going there is because that's where we met. And you had your hair styled in the way that I love. You were wearing that ridiculous t-shirt that everybody made fun of you for, but that I absolutely loved. And then I met your dog and I love your dog. I want to talk just like him or better yet, I want to see him every single day and give him pets and give him ear scratches and give him belly rubs and tell him what a good boy he is. Ah, I I felt this way since we were in like elementary school, but being young and in love, that's and then you were dating someone at the time and well, maybe not dating because elementary kids they don't date, but high school you were dating this one girl. Ah, I was so jealous. And I don't normally get jealous. I'm always happy for anyone who falls in love and finds their happily ever after. But I was so jealous because she was pretty and she was, popular and she was everything I wasn't. But when you broke up, I couldn't help but cry because you loved her so much. I could tell that you were thinking about your future together, and I was so happy that you found somebody, and then so sad that you guys went your separate ways. I've always loved you. And yet, when you guys broke up, you were the first person that she came to for comfort when she was going through a hard time in her life. And you were there. You were there for her, and I've always loved that side of you. The side of you that cares no matter what. The side of you that always puts others first and yourself second. I love you. I love you a lot. And I just never found myself, as attractive or worthy of being loved by someone. So I just kept those feelings down. I kept them hidden. But I understand if you don't feel the same way, okay? I don't even know why I said all this. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you. You feel the same way? Really? Really? You feel the same way for me? Okay, well that means a lot coming from you. And you're right, I probably shouldn't say things about myself like that. Yeah, I'm okay. I just wish I prepared myself better for this because I've wanted to tell you this for a while, but every time I plucked up the courage, I end up backing down. But thanks for listening to me ramble. And I'm glad that we feel the same way about each other. So now what do we do? Do we just sit here and stare at each other? Or do we just move a little closer like this? And do we just do this? That was everything I thought it would be, everything I dreamed it would be. Okay, well, looks like my brother's here. It's a good thing I noticed, or else we would have had a very awkward situation on our hands. He never would have let me live it down. Oh, my sister finally kissed my best friend she's been in love with since forever. Then they're gonna fall in love, they're gonna get married, they're gonna have kids, like all that stuff. He will never stop teasing me. And you were right there the whole time. Yeah, you have fun. Yeah, well,